no keys. Push the start. Yeah. You know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah. Screaming that's nothing. When I pulled on the lot, that's nothing. I come to town, you see me, you know everything.
Let me begin with introduction. Malaysian Government Securities (MGS) are crucial part for Malaysian financial system, reflecting the government strategic fiscal approach. Issued by the Ministry of Finance, the security play a key role in raising capital, providing a secure investment for both local and international investors. Managed to meet diverse funding needs, MGS come in various forms, offering flexibility. Known for their low risk profile and government support, MGS attract investors seeking stability, the active participation in the secondary market exchange liquidity, and foreign investor involvement, diversify the market. Beyond their financial role, MGS contributes significantly to monetary policy, influencing economic stabilities. The funds raised support critical projects, fostering Malaysia's economic growth and well-being. In conclusion, MGS symbolizes the government's commitment to stability, growth, and responsible fiscal governance in Malaysia's journey towards economic prosperity. The market player for Malaysia Government Securities (MGS) involve various players, each playing a distinct role in the insurance tradings and management of this financial instrument. Here are the key market player in the Malaysian Government Securities market. We have a more market player in government securities, but I choose 3. Number 1 is the Government of Malaysia. As the primary issues of MGS, the Government of the Malaysia, specifically through the Ministry of Finance, play a central role. It determines the issuance strategy, including the types of security, maturity, and coupon rates to meet funding requirement and fiscal policy objective. Number 2, we have a Security Commission Malaysian. The Security Commission Malaysia regulates and oversees the capital market activities including MGS. It ensures compliance with regulatory standard, promote market integrity, and safeguard the interests of investors. The CS role is crucial in maintaining a fair and transparent marketplace. Number 3, we have a Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM). As the Central Bank of Malaysia, BNM plays a pivotal role in the MGS market in implement monetary policy and may participate in the primary and secondary market for MGS to manage money supply, interest rate, and overall financial stability. Thank you.
There are many reasons behind the instrument issuance. The first one is financing budget deficit. One of the key motivations for issuing government securities is to fund budget deficit. If the government's expenditure exceeds its revenue, it must borrow money to close the deficit. Malaysian government securities allows government to raise revenue in order to meet the spending needs. Second, debt management. Malaysian government securities issuance is part of the government's overall debt management plan. It enables the government to arrange its debt portfolio, regulate maturity dates, and diversify its funding source. Effective debt management reduces the risk associated with an unbalanced or concentrated debt structure. The third one is monetary policy implementation. Government securities have a role in monetary policy implementation. The central bank can affect interest rate through open market operation, such as purchasing and selling government securities. Next, providing a benchmark for other markets. MGS can be used as a market benchmark for other financial instruments. Government bond rates are frequently used as a benchmark for pricing other fixed income assets. This benchmarking is useful in valuing and pricing various financial goods. Other than that, the reason is attract investors. Government assets are often regarded as a safe investment, particularly in imagination. The Malaysian government can attract both domestic and foreign investors looking for a safe asset by issuing MGS. This contributes to the diversification of the investor base and expansion to the funding source. Last but not least, liquidity management. Government securities are often extremely liquid product in terms of liquidity management. Their issuance and secondary market trading contribute to overall liquidity in financial system. This liquidity is critical to the smooth operation of the financial market.
Malaysian government securities (MGS) play a vital part in the financial system of the nation. Then let me tell you the benefits of it. First, credit quality and lower risk. Since the Malaysian government issues MGS, there is almost no default risk linked with them. The capacity of the government to impose taxes and create money gives a solid basis for credit quality and allows investors a high degree of assurance. Second, stable interest payment and returns. Generally speaking, MGS have set interest rates which guarantee investors consistent earnings over the security's life. Next, liquidity and marketability. These securities are easily purchased and sold by investors. Plus, the existing market guarantees that transactions may be completed quickly. Moreover, risk reduction and diversification makes them a stabilizing effect that may lower portfolio risk overall. Credibility and support from the government. Investors are given additional assurance by government, generally strong commitment to fulfilling their financial responsibilities. Then, preservation of capital, suitable for investors who want to safeguard their initial investment was to receiving a respectable return despite their minimal risk. Last but not least, efficient taxation. These benefits are preferred because their interest income may occasionally be free from certain taxes.
There are 7 characteristics of Malaysian government securities. Firstly is the auction system. Malaysian government usually issues MGS through an auction system. Investors submit competitive bids that they are willing to accept, and the government accepts bids starting from the lowest yield until the amount needed is reached. The second characteristic is fixed income securities. MGS typically have fixed interest rate. Investors receive periodic interest payment, and at maturity, they receive the face value of the security. The third characteristic is maturity periods. MGS comes with different maturity periods, ranging from short-term to long-term. Short-term MGS may have maturities from 1 to 3 years, while long-term MGS can have maturity exceeding of 10 years. The fourth characteristic is liquidity. MGS are generally considered as liquid investment. Investors can buy and sell these securities in the secondary market, providing them with liquidity if they need to sell it before maturity. MGS is also low risk, but they are not risk-free investment, meaning that when interest rates rise, bond prices fall, and vice versa. MGS also have coupon payments, and the investors usually receives it on semi-annual basis. The coupon rate is determined at the time of issuance and remains fixed throughout the life of the security. And the last characteristic is the tax treatment. The interest income received from MGS is usually exempt from income tax.
Tenor of Malaysian government securities. The most actively traded bonds are Malaysian government securities. It is a long-term bond issued by the government that is used to raise money for development costs. BNM regularly issue MGS by 3-year, 5-year, 7-year, and 10-year. The tenor typically medium to long-term, which is up to 30 years. This is the example of government securities yield table of MGS. Based on our research of Malaysian government securities, we can conclude that Malaysian government securities is under Bank Negara Malaysia. The role is to supporting fiscal stability, economic development, and global investor engagement. It is proved through the information we get from the research of MGS market player, reason behind MGS issuance, the benefits that MGS provides, and the characteristic. Last but not least, tenor of Malaysian government securities that has a role in development such as benchmark and facilitate the creation of benchmark yield curve.